Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dive into a really powerful book, The Pivot Year by Brianna Wiest. It's all about how to truly transform your life, but maybe not in the way you think. It's from the inside out. You know that nagging feeling, right? That sense that the life you're living, maybe it looks great on paper, but it just doesn't quite match up with the one you secretly dream about. You hit this point where it feels like you're just going through the motions, totally disconnected from your real purpose. And this quote right here, it's basically a direct call to action. Wiest isn't talking about, superficial fixes. Nope. She's inviting you to take a single year to finally close that gap. The gap between the person you are right now and the person you know deep down you're capable of becoming. Okay, so what exactly is a pivot year? Let's break down this core idea, because I'm willing to bet it's not what you're thinking. And right away, the book makes this super crucial point. See, we often think a pivot means we have to escape, right? Pack up, move to a new city, get a new job. But that's not it. A true pivot, that's not an external shift. It's a fundamental change in your internal compass. So the pivot is really all about tuning out that external noise, the world's blueprint for what you should be doing, and learning, finally, to hear and trust your own inner voice. It's this profound turn towards relying on yourself, on your own integrity. Now, this whole inward journey, it almost always starts in a place that's, deeply uncomfortable. It's a state of pure uncertainty that the book calls the space between. And this is that weird in-between zone, It's when you've let go of the old thing, the old job, the old relationship, maybe even an old version of yourself, but you haven't quite landed on what's next. And let's be real, this is the moment most of us panic and just run right back to what's familiar, even if we know it's not right for us. But here's the game-changing idea. Wiest reframes this uncertainty completely. It's not some empty void you should be scared of. No, she calls it a golden vortex, a creative space where if you can just be brave enough to stay put in the discomfort, entirely new realities and opportunities can finally start to show up. So you might be asking, how do I even navigate this space without totally freaking out and retreating? Well, the book offers a set of really powerful mindset shifts. Think of it like an inner toolkit to guide you through the whole transformation. And one of the core tools is learning to tell the difference between two competing forces, which the book beautifully illustrates as two rivers. You've got River 1, the loud, constant roar of what everyone else expects from you. Then there's River 2, that quiet, single voice of your own inner wisdom. The entire pivot year is basically a journey in learning which one of those rivers you're going to follow. Another really practical tool is what's called the pause. It's simple, but so powerful. When you feel a really strong emotion bubbling up, instead of just reacting on impulse, you intentionally create a little space. And it's in that space that you get your power back and can actually, consciously, decide how you want to respond. This inner toolkit also helps you reframe those really tough experiences, like pain and loss. The idea is that these challenges aren't just random obstacles. They're actually carving out a new level of integrity and strength inside of you, getting you ready for a much deeper, more sincere kind of happiness on the other side. So what this means is that letting go isn't always a failure. Not at all. Sometimes what feels like this devastating loss is actually a course correction in disguise. It might be the one thing that sets you free to find the path you were always meant to be on. Okay, so once you have these internal tools in your back pocket, the whole focus shifts. It's no longer about finding your life like it's some treasure hunt. Now it's about actively and consciously building it. And this is such an empowering idea, isn't it? The life you truly want, it's not something you just stumble upon by chance. It's constructed, piece by piece, through all the small, consistent, conscious choices you make every single day. And the secret? It's not about being perfect. It's about being persistent. So building this new reality really comes down to practical ideas just like these. It's about making peace feel normal, not chaos. And it's really about recognizing that every little choice you make today, that's a building block for the reality you're going to live in tomorrow. So you take all of this work, the internal pivot, using the toolkit, consciously building your life, and it all leads to the ultimate destination. And that destination isn't achieving some external idea of perfection. It's simply arriving at your own true authenticity. This is the real goal, right here. It's not about becoming a totally different person. It's more like being a sculptor,
chipping away at all those layers of expectations and fear to finally uncover and express the person who was there all along.
And this is a huge shift in perspective. True fulfillment, or arriving, as the book puts it, it's not about finally getting a checklist of everything you ever wanted. It's that profound aha moment when you realize you already have everything you truly need, right here, right now. So when you boil it all down, the entire journey is about cultivating this inner state of peace and self-acceptance. The real work isn't trying to change the entire world around you to make you happy. Nope. The real work is changing yourself so that you can finally see the goodness and the beauty that was there all along. And in the end, the pivot year leaves us with this one powerful question. Look, this isn't just a book full of nice ideas. It's a personal invitation. An invitation to you to stop waiting, to stop just dancing around the edges of your own life, and to finally, bravely, walk right into the life you were always meant to live.